is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin Hanks, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 103. You get the Nasdaq up 53. S&Ps are up 15. Gold's down 10.80. We have silver down 9 cents. Bond market, the 10-year off 3 ticks. 30 up 9. And of course, don't forget, each and every trading day, we kick this program off at 12 noon. We got our man, Mr. Kevin Hanks, Scott, Cindy, swim lessons every day now. Kevin Hanks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom and Tommy. How's everything, guys?
Hey, I heard it was so cold in Chicago. It was insane yesterday, right?
I'm telling you what, this is a good day to have a heated garage.
Oh my!
That's all I can tell you.
Heated everything, I'm sure.
Thank God for heated garages.
Well, I was last night. One of our friends texted over. It was it was 3 degrees, I guess, right?
Yeah, it was 3.
It was 3. Oh my God!
Exactly.
Positive territory.
Yeah, it's just when there's just nothing good about it when it's that cold.
I know.
You just go to work and go home.
That there's no doubt. So
yeah,
keeps you focused on the markets, right?
Yeah,
you can't do anything outside.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
There's nothing else.
Well, the market's been a little chilly too.
And you know what? These things. Look at the range today in oil so far.
Yeah.
32.21 to 30.41. Amazing.
Yeah.
The range already. And it's only 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time, 9 o'clock our time. We've been open for 40 minutes, and we're all over the board already.
And, it's interesting.
So buckle up, folks.
When you look at it on a percentage basis, too, Kevin, it really starts to get big because $2 moves just in your head don't seem like a lot because it's been so expensive. But when it's trading at $30 and it can still swing $2 in the span of an instant.
Yeah.
Right. The percentages are starting to grow. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
And
you're exactly right.
You know what's cool here, right? So, Kevin, I do these ABC structures on the way up or the way down, whatever, okay? So it's a technical deal.
Sure.
But what's so intriguing about this is that, when it broke down, when it broke down on the 6th, it was taking out that swing low, had volume, had all of that, right? But I'm watching it, 2 different things that end up happening. We know that when things get so extended and everyone's on one side of the trade, I'm coming into work this morning and I'm saying to myself, you know what, man? Everyone keeps saying $20. I'm saying to myself, you know what, man? Maybe this is just it. And so by the time I got to the office and got here, just as you said, first thing I did, pull up oil. I'm saying to myself, oh, I'm not going to believe it if I'm going to start biting at this thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
right.
Isn't that funny? Now this just, because it's like, okay, we know how this goes, folks, and you don't even have to be a fundamental technicalist. If everyone says $20, guess what? It's not going to 20.
Right.
That's right. Because people, you're exactly right. Once all these things come out and all this news comes out and people start saying, we had a J.P. Morgan analyst come out yesterday and say, sell all rallies. That's what you should be doing. And this, the 2 o'clock hour came yesterday and oil closed and everything closed, and it was like the market was like holding a beach ball under the water. They just let go and the market just drifted higher the rest of the day. And I thought that was very significant that oil was down so much yesterday and the market actually managed to rally and stay up on the day.
Yeah.
I thought that was significant.
Right. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And we'll see where this shakes out. But as for traders, there's no doubt that there's a huge amount of trades out there that you have. And I heard you, Cindy, and Scott talking about that. You don't have to go to one area because there's so many different opportunities right now.
Right. Trading sometimes trading is about having choices. And the more choices you can have in a day, the better odds you have of being successful.
Yeah, no doubt.
I always liked a trading day where I made 500 trades instead of 50.
Yeah.
I had a much better chance of being successful with 500 trades.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. We got a couple calls yesterday, and I'm not sure they had to do with the oil market. The people were looking to buy oil stocks, right? And I had asked, the one call I was talking to, he doesn't trade options, but it was intriguing, and I suggested him that he listen to the program before he does anything, okay? But what has happened, folks, inside the oil market, some of these premiums were pretty good yesterday, right? So,
oh yeah, you're getting some pumped up volatilities here in these oil stocks just because they're so low.
Exactly, and if you really want to own them, you can sell puts. This one here was it was going out 2 months, and he could have get $2 for the put, and it's like, oh my! If you're going to own it anyway, this is a long-term play. It's like, maybe you should think about that a little. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, sophisticated traders. And what we're trying to do is get our beginner traders to get to the intermediate level and our intermediate level to get to the advanced level.
Yes.
I mean, Warren Buffett sells puts.
Right.
That's how a lot of these investors collect stock under the market. They all are working the put markets hard.
Yeah. And it totally makes sense, too, because fundamentally, if they like what is happening, we know that markets, overstretch on the way up and down. But that insulation, this was only a $20 stock, so it was 22. It was trading at 24 right now. The strike was 22. He's going to get $2. It was a March expiration. I says, hey man, if you want to own it at 20, this is a good way of owning it at 20.
Yeah.
But I realized this is and of course these stocks have got killed. So if someone does want to own them for a longer period of time, it's it's not a bad way of doing it.
Opportunities for sure.
Think about it as simply as this, Tom. If you decide that you want to own Apple at $95,
yes,
instead of putting a $95 bid in for Apple, you sell the 95 puts every month, and if it doesn't get there, you get paid every month regardless.
Amazing.
It is.
Well, listen, thank you so much. We look forward to the show at noon.
Great talking to you guys.
Thanks,
Have
Kevin.
a good one.
Have a great one.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's having a tough time holding price again. We're up 100. Nasdaq's up 55. S&P's up 14.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 74. The Nasdaq's up 47. S&Ps are up 11.5. And let's go take a look at the strength versus the weakness first inside the Dow. So the strength inside the Dow is United Health. That's up 2%, 222. Home Depot is up 1.1 1/3% at 168. Nike's up 1/3, 77. Apple is up 1 2/10 at 133. Big Blue is the loser, not by much though, 0.8%. That's down 93 cents. Verizon is off 35. Inside the NDX 100, so the leader out there is Cognizant Technology. That's up 3.5%. Akamai is up 3.6%. But I believe Akamai got killed yesterday. Yeah, it did. Okay, so
perspective's everything.
Oh my God!
They say, for sure.
Seriously, that stock has just gone from $75 down to $47. That's pretty intense, man. Taken away from it, Regeneron is down 1.4%, $6.78. So, did you watch that football game last night?
I watched some of it.
Okay.
I watched some of it.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
It was.
It was pretty. They're scoring. They all score so much. It's amazing.
Yeah,
man.
College especially.
Yeah.
I think you just
a lot more scoring, right?
Yeah, and maybe that has to do with just some of the athleticism. I mean, you always hear about how the game changes in the NFL, right? Of course, in the NFL, you have these quarterbacks, number one in college, that are just such phenomenal athletes that inevitably they're going to be better than just your standard college defensive player. So they can run faster, they can run sweeps around the corners. That's why they can run an option. They can run an option game in college because you can basically beat the defensive lineman to the sideline as a quarterback and a running back.
Right.
Well, what happens in the NFL is you can't beat anybody to the sideline because everybody's just a freak of nature and just so fast that. Yeah, I mean that's basically what happens. It is. Every defensive lineman is somehow 275 pounds that can run faster than most college players.
That's
if you're
amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
So the game changes dramatically in that regard. So maybe that's I don't know. But it does seem like offenses in college just can put up some big games. Over. In the NFL, it's tough to get some points sometimes. We saw that in playoffs this week, right?
No, we did.
One game was like 3-0, 6-0. There was some games were real slow.
Well, when you were just saying about the defensive guys running, I forget the guy's name, but they were saying he's 275 pounds and he was running like crazy.
It really is amazing, some of the stats. And it's not just like watching them on the field. The straight-out 40-yard times that they run are just...
Really?
I remember Warren Sapp. Played for the Bucks. Man, I don't know what he weighed or what he ran, but I think it was something like 300-plus pounds, and he ran faster than almost like, he was faster than most college running backs, basically, is when you put it on a chart. I mean, he's one of the best defensive linemen in the game that ever played, but it's just, to that speed, it's always amazing.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at the European market. Well, actually, we'll go right around the world. If we go over to the Nikkei was down 3% last night. Now, the Nikkei hadn't been open when China was getting smoked. So if we take a look at the Nikkei, actually, that's the Nikkei 400. Let me take a Nikkei 225. Okay, so the Nikkei, what's happening in the world, folks, is that the markets are coming into the last downdraft in August. That's how they're shaking out right now. So the Nikkei came down at 1.7 billion. And it's going into 2, so the Nikkei is coming down with some real volume.
But you're saying August, but the Nikkei had its own September that you're comparing it to.
Another, that's even more. So September 29th, it was down into let's see, 16,900, and it's you can get a bounce out here, but this is a problem, man. This is a problem. This is these bounces. I suspect that will come in, are going to have light volume and set up an ABC structure on the way down. If we go to China, we take a look at China, Shanghai market. That was flat last night. It saved itself, just barely.
Did you listen to John Logan this morning at all?
I did.
So I love when he talks about how, and I've brought this up before too, when we've brought up what Shanghai has done with their curbs and stuff.
Yes.
I'm really quick to say, like, whoa, don't paint them in this light that, like, they're crazy and they're playing by rules that aren't fair, and because we're doing the same thing. And he says, you think that they're up there propping up their stock market and stuff like that. Well, guess what? In America, you have the Fed out there selling treasuries whenever they wanted for years and years and years.
Right.
So just, to keep that in mind, because I totally think it. And to hear him saying it, I couldn't agree more.
It's a great point. What John was saying specifically is that, when we went down the tubes, our Fed bought the treasury that holds up the market.
And China's obviously playing games. Not games, but that's as we play games. That's where it is. And it's, they're influencing markets. They are.
Right.
But that happens like everywhere. It happens everywhere, especially in America. You should be aware of that as, especially coming out of what we just came off of. There's no greater almost demonstration of what we can do to pick up our markets.
And thinking it's different. I agree.
Exactly.
Right. Now,
and the power they might have there, too. Because he's saying, no matter what you think here, be careful getting in front of that train, because guess what? They do have influence, just like we have influence.
There's no
they
doubt.
have control.
Well, yesterday, one of the Fed governors came out, and he was talking about that he didn't think that the volatility inside our own markets was going to affect our economy. And it's like, man, I can't even believe he's saying that, okay?
Yeah.
Because, so picture, I've been in the markets pretty heavily since, let's say, 81, but in the equity markets heavily since 90. But so the first crash in 87, what happened is that the market was already back to the crash numbers 9 months later, but the economy, that was it. It really, because there was so much money lost. You don't know, that it always affects the economy.
For sure.
And so it's like, you got to be cognizant of that. And when they come out and say that it doesn't affect it, it's like, oh my God. What blows my mind is that, I think the economy is pretty good right now. It's steady, it's going along. But if you get something that's very fast and people have lost a very huge amount of money, and 6 or 7 months from then, there'll be a problem.
Yeah, no, it won't matter. What's interesting is where does that number hit, though? Because we're already at almost 10% off highs, and nobody even is phased to pull it.
I agree.
So it's interesting that you wouldn't think that you can pull back 10% off highs in such a quick period and have it just kind of be a story that's out there, but not really affecting everyone's stress level, psyche type fear.
And that's what makes it so dangerous.
Right, I agree.
And what has happened, folks,
definitely.
And I can understand why, too. The reason is that there's only been like 2 corrections in the last 6 years. And they were pretty good, but you can forget about them pretty quickly. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, there's
if
plenty.
If you're fully invested in the stock market, from that rise 6 years ago, you don't have much really to be afraid of right now, because you've made so much money during that time.
Right. No doubt.
It's different losing some of your losses, as it shouldn't be, but mentally it is. Whereas you've made that money, when it really starts bringing you back to, wait a second, I'm back to where I was like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now I'm losing like money I actually put in, not money I've actually just made.
Yes.
That's where I think things begin to change.
No doubt. You stay right there, folks. It's going to get intriguing to see, the market's giving it up on price again. We'll see how this S&P wants to test how it came out of the box this morning. Dow right now is up 69, Nasdaq's up 46, S&Ps are up 12. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks. See what we have happening out here. You have Alcoa, the dog. That came out with earnings. That always kicks off earnings. They made 4 cents instead of 2, but guess what? The market still doesn't believe it. Down 64 cents at 7.35.
Is that? I know they're big in aluminum, right?
Yes.
Is that? Are they coming off oil at all too, or is that just a straight?
They're not. You know what's so weird about it, man, is that the aluminum market, you know, when the bull market first started, like in 2002, 2003, I thought that, you know, aluminum, you know, Alcoa would do really great, right? And what ends up happening, it's like their largest cost is energy. So, like, they didn't do great. You know, they went up, but they didn't do great. Okay, so if you look at 2000, like, that's the beginning. So they went from $18 up to $39.
Their cost of production kept going up at the same time. Right.
And then it's like, okay, so when everything topped out commodity-wise in 2000, well, this topped out in 2008, they never came back. Yeah. And it's like, man, you know, so whatever their problem is a large problem.
I'd say so. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
That chart says so, that's for sure.
You know. So they kick off earnings. Let's see what else we got out here. You got, well, Facebook's up $1.50. You got Lululemon. That's catching a bid, LULU. Now this is an equity that has got hurt.
Did they just announce as well?
They did. Yeah. They did. They made money. And they get quite a push going on. So this actually is not a bad looking chart.
Everybody's always going to need yoga pants, and at the price they're paying to Lululemon,
it's big money.
Yeah,
it's big money.
It is.
There's no doubt. So you know, it's intriguing. You know, that is not a bad looking chart, and you can. You know, there's real buyers there at like $46.29. So we'll see where that shakes out. It's been consolidating for quite a while, but there's no doubt that when you get people used to paying those types of money, it's almost hard to believe, actually. That
come on.
No, with that, what we pay. I was going to say that.
Okay, what we pay, yeah. You pay that play, right. Okay. I was like, not just for Lululemon.
No doubt. No doubt. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. No, what we pay for clothing in general is a staggering deal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. There's no doubt. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
Totally.
Yeah. We'll go over those NQs for a second. Let's go take a look.
You're not there.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. So if we take a look, what the market just did here, this is going to be pretty cool watching this shake out because the market, the E-minis and the NQs just came down to where this strength was. That strength being 0930, right. Exactly. You pull back. Look at this, Ben. You pull back to 4313. 10,000 contracts. That was going against 18,000. Now the thing's going to try to, get topside again. So you've had quite a few tests. It looks to me like, you can have more tests, but the more testing you do, that would be basically saying the market is actually getting stronger, and that bounce is going to go pretty good.
And that could be a big range. I mean, you're looking at maybe close to 20 points in the S&P, close to 30 points in the NASDAQ.
It's a huge range. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex product, folks, great time to do it. And that's where, you can go over to our website at TFNN. You hit the Nadex banner on the top of the side, and what you do, they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. Bottom line, look at these ranges. First, use that paper money and make sure that, you understand how these contracts move. Because what you do have there is that there's nice opportunities there.
So I was just pulling up. I wrote another article for Nadex this morning.
Cool.
So Monday morning binary options for $20. You can see it right on the front page of TFNN under breaking news.
Yeah.
Now, these links, just so, for the people out there, if you're trading on Nadex, if you're just curious about it, they're bringing you just to this site, binaryoptions.nadex. And so there's people like myself, other traders out there, other people who do similar stuff, and they're just posting basically short posts, 250 to 400 words, just with trading ideas, what they're looking at, kind of get your thoughts going. So Monday morning binary options for $20 risk. Now, we always talk about just kind of being aware, like you're talking about, what's the premium doing? What's the market doing? What's my risk reward? What, with this type of a market, this type of volatility, what kind of trading opportunities am I going to get? So this one was just taking a look, and so what I did was I took a screen capture Monday morning at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
So what this is the binary options available on the Dow 30 at 6:30 in the morning on Monday.
Right.
So you can see 6:31 and 14 seconds exactly. Okay, so indicative index, Dow 30, Dow Jones Industrial Average, trading at 16,275.
Yep.
You have 4 days till expiration, basically meaning Friday at 4:15. So you almost have essentially 5 days, okay? And so what's interesting, and we went over this a little bit yesterday, I showed you, but now it's up there. And really the whole point of this is you can go through it and read it, but it's just becoming acclimated with the type of opportunities you have, for the type of moves you have, the type of risk reward that's going to present. So what was cool in this, and we kind of talked about it, but these are the actual numbers. So here's the spread. And I can't highlight it, but here's the spread with my cursor that's trading basically at the strike price. 16,275. 16,275 is the strike price. And that was what was so cool as I was pulling this up, is that because the indicative index was trading actually right at 16,275, and all of these expire on the 75s, it was nice having a very easy visual to see, okay, you want to go 100 points up and down? Well, what's your bid offer going to be? And you can see exactly what type of trading opportunities you can have. So to go on the biggest move that they have on each side, let's say you're looking for 500 points. 500 points.
Yep.
And, we talked about it yesterday. 500 points is obviously substantial, but what did it move last week? Over 1,000.
Right.
So it's not that substantial in that context. 500 points to the upside. You have a bid offer by it's between 6 and 7 points is the spread you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
So it's 1325 by 20. So if you want to buy this, which would mean you'd be looking for it to expire above the 16,775.
Yes.
You can buy it for 20 on the offer.
Okay.
You'd be risking the 20 you're buying it for.
Yep.
And you'd have a max profit of 80.
Right.
Now on the flip side, so that's 500 points above. It's at 16,275. You're at 775. So go 500 points below. So then you're going to 15,775.
Yes.
And what's interesting is, if you were thinking the market's going to go down, you could sell one of the binary options below the market, meaning that you are trading in a way that you think that it's going to close below this level. So you're selling that binary option.
Yeah.
You're selling it on the bid. So you're selling it at 80.
Yeah.
By selling it at 80 for the binary options, your maximum profit is what you sell it for, 80. Your risk is if it goes against you for that 20.
Right.
So they're actually exact same risk rewards, 500 points up, 500 points down. You're risking 20 to make 80. And you have all week. And I just kind of go over, maybe you don't have time to trade all week. Maybe you don't have time to look at anything.
Right.
And maybe you just make a small trade on Monday morning. Maybe you make it for the week. Maybe you make it for the day.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just something you're doing as you get acclimated with the whole system and the exchange and the markets and the premium.
No doubt, man.
But it was cool when you pull it up and just how easy to see how things get priced on the upside, on the downside for the types of moves. And what we said is, this isn't what it's going to look like every week. This is what it looks like this Monday.
Because the premiums are higher.
So much premium,
right.
Normally, if you're looking for a 500-point move, and this is why I pulled it up, because I was looking for it, I wasn't comfortable with paying 20 to make 80 for 500 points.
Right.
But,
That's cool.
that's
awesome, man. You stay right there, folks. Oops. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 70, Nasdaq's up 48, S&Ps are up 50. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 75, Nasdaq's up 48, S&Ps are up 12.5. Let's go to Tom in Massachusetts. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Tommy.
Good morning, Tom.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. You guys?
We are doing good. We're cold, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
What's the temperature like in Massachusetts right now?
Mid-20s. You know, it is
Okay.
winter, so.
You probably get your shots on, man.
That's normal January weather at
Yeah,
least, right? So, yeah.
Shorts and no socks, yeah.
Love it. Totally. What are we going to look at?
Hey, I'm looking at the USLV. I'm wondering if today is the day to jump back in this thing.
Let's take a look. Let's see. USLV. So the USLV, I believe this is US. Is this the triple silver again? 1 second.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, this is the triple silver. Okay, let's see what we got. This silver market is having a tough time. I want to pull up SLW first. So SLW, folks, Silver Wheaton is the largest silver broker in the United States. Oh man, yeah. Look at this. So this is breaking out its lows. You're at 1097. Yeah.
Went from 13 to 11 the last 2 days. That's
in 2
quite a move.
days. Right. Let me look at the silver. That's a problem right there. 1375. SIH6. It's pretty wild, man. Silver just can't hold the bid. So when I pull up the contract is testing its lows. 1362, 43,000 or 28. I wouldn't bite yet, Tom. You know, you got to let this thing test and need a rejection of price, because SLW, that is an indication that silver wants to go lower. Let me just go to PAAS. Look at the same thing. PAAS and SLW were the only two silver stocks that looked any good, and they both got killed in the last 2 days.
It's been a rough couple of days.
Yeah, you know.
So we just sit tight on our hands for a little bit. Then
I
maybe.
would. What you need is a rejection of. Let's go over to the actual contract. What you're looking for is a rejection of these lows, and you're looking for lighter volume. And I don't think you're going to get lighter volume today because we're at 28,000 already. That means we'll do about 35, and your bottom there is like at 43.
How's the SLV looking?
Let's take a look at the SLV.
Volume SLV.
Now the SLV is looking good, you know, and so with the SLV, folks, this is the ETF structure for silver. Trades at 10% of the price of silver. You're at 1.4 million. You've done. You're going into 8.2. I'd still wait though.
So just to be clear though, is the USLV just trading 3 times the SLV?
USLV.
Because you can't say the SLV looks great. I get confused as you.
The note. The cash payments got maturity early performance of the underlying index, which is the S&P
GSCI Silver Index.
Yeah, which I don't know. Okay, so I don't. What we're really going to find out too is that what is the S&P GSCI Silver Index excess return? Because that's what the USLV is. You know.
I would think they're fairly correlated.
It should be,
yeah.
You know, but what I don't...
Listen, I agree. Before you put your money at risk.
What I don't know is, like, what is the GSCI Silver Index excess return?
You never know what some... As in, I'm sure it is, but we've looked up some where it's like, oh, that includes this instrument somehow.
I know.
You know, maybe it includes a bond. It doesn't, but there's things out there that do that.
No.
Exactly.
Hey, Tom, keep your hands in your pocket. Keep your hands in your pocket, brother.
Stay warm, man.
Thanks again, guys.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. So markets are giving it up. You're up 45 in the Dow, 38 in the composite, 875 on the E-minis. This is going to set up a nice trading day, man. This is pretty cool. Let me just see something. Okay, so ESH. See what we're setting up here. So I'm bringing up the E-minis first, and see if it's going to do a whole 100% move or move, which is going to be a mind blower. So the next benchmark, folks, is how we came off the lows yesterday. And on the S&P, that's 1914, and right now you're at 1923. You know, pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is. I mean, the moves across the whole market are really staggering. So what time are we sitting at here? About 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
We're at 1900.
Right.
We go up to 1940. That's 40 points. That's a 2%.
That's $2,000 per contract.
It's a 2%.
$50 a point.
I just like percentages because it blows my mind. You know, people want to make 5 to 7% a year on an index base. Well, the S&P just went up 2% from 2 in the morning until 10 in the morning on 8 hours. You know, and then it just pulled back 20 points. It pulled back 1%.
Right.
It's staggering. It is. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. So let's go over and take a look at the NQs, see where we stand there. So these babies were up 40 at 43.10.
We haven't had the similar pullback. Doesn't look like it just from that chart.
No, it hasn't. What's this say?
Yeah.
Now, the number on the NQs, folks, is...
And I think I saw Apple up, just so as that, which could, for the NASDAQ 100, be the reason why that hasn't pulled back as much if, if Apple's holding it up
that would
versus
be
the S&P.
That's right. So the number, the benchmark there is 4292. You know, you get down there with, it's not that it's going to be hard to break that down, but that would be a nice buy setup in there, you know. And you could make your choice whether, you know, you're doing a defined risk inside the Nadex product, you're going in the futures, you're going in the ETF structures, you know, wherever you're going at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's 10:50 in the morning.
That it is.
Good morning!
I know, it's early, man.
Hey, did you watch the Golden Globes the other night?
For a few minutes, that's all.
It was pretty good.
Did you watch it? Yeah, that's usually pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Only because they combine alcohol and they combine crude jokes. And
is that what I couldn't get that whole thing? Yeah.
Well,
but who's the guy?
Gervais.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Is it,
he had hosted it a couple times.
Okay.
And he had offended a few people. But what always strikes me is, like, you can't be a good comedian unless you're kind of offending somebody somewhere all the time almost.
Totally.
And then when you throw it in a room where it's an award show that literally endorses alcohol at the tables, it's almost like a banquet style.
Yeah.
So those two combined can
no, there's no doubt, man.
Right? So I would have watched it. I mean, it's...
The later it gets, the louder it gets. It's just like when you're at a party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Look at this market, man. Okay, so... let me go. There's going to be a lot of opportunities out here. And folks, make sure that you have fast fingers. Okay, so the SPY's coming back, filling that gap. The gap is 192.01. You're at 192.62 right now. No, 192.60 actually. 192.60, you're at 61 from yesterday. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
And then the volume is right there also, 192.60. We're right at it right now. Oh, man, this is wild, man. You can go over to those 20-minute binaries in the Nadex now.
Yeah, no, hey.
Seriously, man.
That's no joking matter,
What time is it right now? Let me see this for a second. So it's 10:50. Let me go over this here for a second. We pull this baby out. Okay, 20-minute binaries. Pull these up. Tech. You stay right there, folks. So Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 32. Nasdaq's up 33. S&Ps are up 7.5. We're going to be right back. We're going to find a 10-1.
Let's see it.
20-minute, no doubt. We're going to be coming right back,
It's going to be
folks.
a 5-minute, actually, because you'll have 5 minutes left.
I know, but...
No, that's good.
Yeah, all right. We'll be right back, folks. You stay right there.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 45. Nasdaq's up 36. S&Ps are up 8.5. And our man Dave White, he's got a workshop coming up, right?
He does, yeah. So he's going to do something on short volume and applying that to trades on the long side and the short side. And just talking about the short volume, and he's talked about it with you, I think, last Friday on the Tech Insider Hour. Right. Just kind of how he is trying to fight through the data out there to get more real-time statistics for the short data.
Which is really cool.
As opposed to, like, normal filing deadlines. Like we all know, we're always saying, well, what does that mean? Because they file that, and then you have 14 days for it before the filing date, and then 7 days before it's disseminated, and so you have, like, 3 weeks old data, which, for the time that we're trading in, is very old data.
Yeah.
So he's doing that, and that's a week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow, okay.
Yeah.
And folks, you can come over to the website of TFNN. You can test drive either his the Tech Insider or the Path Least Resistance. So you can test drive both of them. You can, that's a test drive. That's for free. That will also get you into the workshop because the bottom line is that this is for his subscribers. So check it out right in the front page.
And you'll get a month of his newsletter no matter which one you sign up for. You gain access to it. It's archived. It'll be 60 minutes. And I've seen already he has one white paper out there, and you can actually, if you just go to TFNN, speaking of breaking news, the Nadex article that I did was up there, but right up here, using short volume to profit, David White. And this is kind of a brief white paper of exactly kind of the beginning of what he talks about.
Oh,
now,
cool.
this you can just see. You don't even need to sign up for.
Okay.
And then, of course, here are the links that you can sign up for either of his newsletters right below it. So that's right under Breaking News. I encourage people just to check it out. You don't need to sign up or anything. And that gives just kind of a brief introduction. And he'll be sending out another white paper to his subscribers tomorrow that's going to only be subscribers. It's more in-depth about what he's talking about. And then a week from tomorrow, he does his course.
You're going to love it.
Yep.
And folks, of course, if you do enjoy TFNN, please tell 3 people. We do appreciate you out there growling and prowling with us. Don't forget that you can get us right on your cell phone at TFNN.com, and as you hit TFNN.com, you just you got Tiger TV, and so there's the 10-minute.
I was going to walk you through. So let's pull. So you're talking about the 10-minute binary.
Yep.
So here are the 10-minute binaries. Now, again, you can see it right on the left. Now, we're talking about 10 minutes, but they're really 20-minute. But I said 10-minute because it was 10:50. Now you can see they're 3-minute and 6-second binaries at this moment.
Right.
Now, this is, and it just, did you see it just tick positive? It was over it for a second as we talked. So when we pulled this up during the break, the indicative index, so we're looking at the S&P 500, was trading at about 1920.
Yep.
Okay? This binary that you're looking at is 1925. So that's 5 S&P points in like 8 minutes, just to keep it in context. Exactly. That's a big move. Okay, that's almost 0.5% in like 10 minutes. But we go over how those happen. Now this was trading at, though, when we pulled it up, what, 9 by 11, 9 by 13, almost a 10 to 1. We were going to put in an order at 9 to buy it. So you were looking at the offer to hit 9. And that was at 1921 about. And so you can see with 3 S&P points, and this is what Darryl had talked about as well, when you trade these right prior to expiration, you're not going to be paying a lot for premium. And so if they're close, they're going to be oscillating back and forth very quickly because guess what? At 1924, this is worth 0. At 1926, this is worth 100.
Right.
So that oscillation is, now you can see, it's
amazing,
right
really.
It is. And here we go.
There you go.
There we go.
64 to 60, and you know you don't have to wait till the
If you
end.
want some volatility, and that's what Daryl's doing the same thing. You know, you can trade out of them too, just like you're saying. And in that case, as you can see these oscillating, this is a great example of why you have your stops, your order already in. Right.
Gotta love it. Listen, folks, you stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and then of course then we get swim lessons, TD Ameritrade, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Myself. What day is it?
Andy Hecht.
Andy Hecht. A beautiful thing.
Thanks, man.
Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. You stay right there. Basil's coming right up.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.